Nokia used to be the king of smartphones back then. Well, not smartphones, dumb phones? Anyway, I remember how sturdy phones ages ago because I remember this one time my mom dropped her phone from a staircase and the phone landed from the third floor all the way down to the ground floor. I vividly recall that day like it was yesterday and her phone was a Nokia phone. Although the parts were scattered everywhere, she just put the pieces back then, the battery, the casing, and it just started like nothing happened. Crazy, right? Today we're going to review Nokia's newest budget smartphone, the Nokia 3.4. Some are calling it the Nokia 3.4 while some are calling it the Nokia dot 4. Let's just stick with Nokia 3.4. Hello world, my name is Coco Martek and welcome to an episode of
TT with Coco Martek.
Nokia 3.4 is an interesting smartphone for me. Why? Well, since it's a Nokia phone, and they're planning to revive their brand, and to be honest, I'm really excited for Nokia. Before we start discussing the specs of the phone, let's do a quick unboxing. For the box, they're featuring the 2-year system update for the Nokia 3.4 at front, some details at the back, and some Nokia brandings at the sides. Inside the box, you have the phone properly wrapped in plastic. A SIM ejector tool, a 5-watt charger, and a USB Type-C cable. I also have the jelly case and a pair of headphones included, but I read that this may depend per location. Nokia 3.4 is a well-designed phone in general. At the top, you have a 3.5mm headphone jack port and a microphone. At the right side, you have the volume rocker and a power button. At the left, you have the SIM card tray for dual nano SIM card with 4G LTE connectivity, and the micro SD card slot and a dedicated button for the Google Assistant. At the bottom, you have a second microphone, the speaker grill, and the USB Type-C port. At the front, you have a punch hole 8-megapixel selfie camera at the upper left of this IPS LCD screen. The screen has 720 by 1560 pixels with an aspect ratio of 19.5 by 9, having an 81.9 screen-to-body ratio and a pixel density of 269 pixels per inch. Even though it's just a 720p screen, it looks sharper than most of the 720p screen I've tested so far. The phone doesn't get so bright since it can only be maxed at 400 nits, but I like the screen, especially the glass itself. It's like an iPhone screen since the glass curves at the end, so it really feels premium unlike the other budget smartphones within the same price range, which is just flat. The bezels are also not that thick except for the chin, which has the Nokia logo. At the back, you have the 3 camera lenses and the flash designed in this circular iPod looking device. It reminds me of a 4-pin male plug, but I still like it. You have a fingerprint scanner below the camera layout and a Nokia logo. I like the texture of this plastic. It's easy to hold on to since it's grippy and it also looks classy. This one is a charcoal color. You also have the dusk and the fjord. fjord. If we're just talking about the build quality, it's really solid for the price. Speaking of price, you can buy the Nokia 3.4 at 7,990 pesos or around 166 US dollars. It has 4 gigs of RAM and 64 gigabytes of internal storage, which is expandable up to 512 gigabytes via micro SD card. The phone is also lightweight, weighing at just 180 grams. My favorite feature of the Nokia 3.4 is the software. It's running Android 10 and is guaranteed to be updated at least until Android 11. Nokia 3.4 is part of the Android One program. Android One phones will receive at least 2 years of OS updates. Android One phones are also prioritizing background activity for their most important apps, meaning Android One phones will even reduce power usage while it's in your pocket or in your purse. Nokia 3.4 also has one of the best haptic engines I've ever tried. If you have already tried a Pixel phone like this one, the Pixel 5, which I will make a review in a couple of days, it really feels immersive, so typing is fun and a good experience. Nokia 3.4 is not the fastest phone on paper for the price range since it's only running a Snapdragon 460 and Adreno 410 for the GPU, but it's running stock Android, so that's the cleanest Android software experience that you can get. I'm a big fan of Pixel phones, so personally I love it. No bloatwares, no extra apps included, just pure vanilla Android. If you value stock Android experience over pure power, then this phone fits you well. Benchmark scores are also not that high, 254 for the single core and 1261 for the multi-core for Geekbench 5. It's one of the lowest scores in the price range. I'm not saying that this is a weak phone that can't play games. Actually, among all the recent budget smartphones that I have reviewed so far, the Infinix Hot 10, the Redmi 9, the Poco M3, this is the only phone that did not lag nor stutter or had any frame drops when playing Mobile Legends, Call of Duty, and Wild Rift. I mean, that's really something. It's not always about how powerful your phone is on paper. I was really impressed. I was expecting it to lag as hell since the processor is inferior compared to the Helio G70, G80, and the Snapdragon 62 for the Poco M3. Really, I was surprised. So, just in case you're going to judge this phone just on the processor and GPU, well, based on my testings, this phone is faster than it looks like. And my testings were all in high graphics for Mobile Legends, the Wild Rift, and the Call of Duty, even with 5v5 clashes. Combine the amazing screen with a surprisingly loud speaker, gaming is really a good experience. Speaking of speaker, it's again a bottom firing speaker, and again a decent speaker. I'm not an audiophile or anything, so I'll let you decide how good or decent the speaker is.
Ko, palayain na kaya kita. Am I going to let you know? Pabayaan na kaya kita.
Let's talk about the battery of this phone. The Nokia 3.4 has 4000 milliamperes of battery, which is a little bit small compared to the competition since there are phones with 5000 milliamperes and higher like the Poco M3 and the Infinix Hot 10. But the battery performance is not that bad too. You'll still be able to last a day or a day and a half with light usage like scrolling through your social media and watching a couple of YouTube videos and playing a game of Mobile Legends. But if you're a heavy user who's really into playing the whole day and who's really into watching a lot of YouTube videos and all, expect to charge towards the end of your day. Charging time is also a little bit slow. It supports up to 10 watt charging. Charging from 20 to 60% will be around an hour. Lastly, let's talk about the cameras of the phone. You have a 13 megapixel main lens, a 5 megapixel ultra wide lens, a 2 megapixel lens for the depth sensor, and an LED flash. Camera is also not the strong suit of the Nokia 3.4. It's not trashy or anything, but it's not great or groundbreaking too. It still can take good photos with good lighting, and it takes good dynamic range, and it can also get sharp details at times. There are just times when it's lacking in something, especially the ultra wide lens since it's only 5 megapixels. You really have to have a lot of light to get good photos with the ultra wide. Although I have to give it to Nokia for taking good portrait photos with the depth sensor since the edges of the portrait photos are cleaner than the usual within the same price range. This is a video test for the selfie camera for the Nokia 3.4, and this can take up to 1080p 30 frames per second. Comment down below what you think of the video and the audio quality for the built-in microphone for taking videos for the Nokia 3.4. Comment down below. This is the video test for the main rear lens of the Nokia 3.4, so comment down below what you think of the quality of the video. So this can take up to 1080p 30 frames per second, so you can comment down below. And what do you think of the stabilization, the audio quality from the built-in microphone when taking videos using the rear camera, and the overall quality of the video. So we're gonna shift to the ultra-wide lens, so you can also comment down below what they think of the ultra-wide lens. This is the ultra-wide lens video test for the Nokia 3.4. So we were standing at the same location with the rear main lens test video, so you can see the difference and how wide the video will be when shifting from the main lens to the ultra-wide lens. So comment down below what you think of the video quality for taking video with the ultra-wide lens. Overall, the Nokia 3.4 is not the most powerful, but since it's stock Android, it still feels fast, well, really fast. If you like a phone with a clean Android experience, a decent battery, a decent camera, and a big fan of Nokia, then you'll love the Nokia 3.4. Well, if not, then there are a lot of better options out there. That's it for this video. My name is Coco Martek. I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe and don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below what do you think about the Nokia 3.4. Bye bye.